guys, and welcome back to my channel. As promised, we're going to turn this daytime look we did in the previous video into a nighttime look.
Are you videotaping?
Mm-hmm.
Right now?
Yeah. When I talk, because I'm going to be talking, I'm not going to voice over it. So your pitter patters in it, it's like...
So is it still going right now?
Mm-hmm. The first thing we're going to do in order to turn this into an evening look is darken the eyes. So we're going to start by using MAC's Uninterrupted to just darken the eyes and give it more of a smokier look. I'm using the Sigma E25 brush to just pick up a little bit of that MAC Uninterrupted shadow and work it into the crease. We're going to take that same shadow and brush and run it along the bottom lash line now to give an even smokier effect. Once you've gotten that shadow as dark as you'd like it to be, we can go in with a large blending brush. This is the Sigma E40 brush, and just further blend out that shadow. Next, we're going to use a pigment to darken the eyeshadow on the lid, and the reason we're using a pigment versus an eyeshadow is because pigments tend to have a lot more color, so they're easy to add on top of an existing color, whereas an eyeshadow might not show up to the color or not show up as dark as you'd want it to be. We're going to be using MAC's Museum Bronze. To minimize the amount of fallout that you would get from a pigment, we're going to go ahead and spray the brush with a little Fix Plus. And we're using that same Sigma E35 brush we used to add the brown color in the crease on the bottom of the lash line. When working with a pigment, always start with a little bit of product and then build on it so that you don't have, so it doesn't get too messy. And then again, using the Sigma E40 blending brush, we're going to just work these colors and blend them together. We're going to go into eyeliner next, and because I'm going to be doing such a dark vampy lip, I don't really want to do like a winged liner or a cat liner. I feel like it might be a little too much for me for an evening look, so instead I'm just going to do more of a soft smoked out liner. For that, I'm going to be using NARS Dual Intensity Shadow in the shade Sycorax. The reason I'm using this shadow, again, similar to the pigment we used earlier, is because it is a wet dry shadow. So by wetting this shadow before applying it, it'll give us a lot less fallout, and it won't give us any of that black mess you get with your typical black shadow. And I'm just using my finger to further smudge it out onto my eyelid and blend into the other shadows that we've already applied. For the lower lash line, I'm just going to be using a larger smudge brush to get more of that smokier effect with that black eyeshadow. Using that same eyeliner we used in the previous video from EYEKO, this is the Making Eyes gel liner in the shade Pitch Black. We're now going to take it all the way around the waterline and not just underneath the upper lashes. We're going to run it on the bottom and then just make sure we get it as dark as possible to complete that dark smoky eye and evening look. This next step is totally optional because I know not everybody likes to wear false lashes. So if you don't want to apply the false lashes, you can just add a little bit more mascara to darken the lashes and cover up any of that fallout you might have had from applying the eyeshadows. And definitely go in with an eyelash curler and just enhance your eyelashes a little bit more for that evening look. I'm going to go ahead and apply some falsies. I'm going to be using the Ardell wispies. They aren't too dramatic and they're just kind of perfect for every night or every day. I like to use the black eyelash glue versus the clear because sometimes with the clear, once it's dried, you'll have to go back in and cover up some of the areas where the glue is still showing, and the black, because we already have eyeliner on, will blend in really easily. Now that we've completed the eyes, we can move on to contouring. So for an evening look, you obviously want to define your bone structure a little more, and we're going to do that easily by using the Anastasia contour kit. I love this product because it's a powder, so because we already did our daytime look and we don't want to take any of that makeup off, we can easily add a contouring powder to enhance the look rather than take it all off and start all over with like a cream contour. So we're just going to use the contouring powders down here to just further enhance our bone structure. Using that same Sigma E40 blending brush, I'm going to pick up one of the contouring powders and I'm going to really enhance the hollows of my cheeks. We're going to be contouring the hollows of the cheeks, temples, the sides of the nose, a little bit underneath the bottom lip to just give the effect of a fuller looking lip, and of course our jawline and a little bit on our neck. Using the Sigma F05 brush and the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish we use to set our makeup in our daytime look, we're going to pick up a little bit of that powder and use that to blend out the contour. Using a little bit of that powder to blend out our contour is going to give us a much softer look, and it's going to make it so that you don't see a bunch of harsh lines throughout our face, and it's just going to look a lot more natural. Once you've blended out the contour, we can go in with a little blush. For the daytime look, we kept it simple and just used the bronzer, but for this evening look, we're going to go in with a dark plum blush. This is MAC's Animal Instincts. I know this was a temporary collection, so I'll put down in the description box below a duplicate or one that's very similar. For our daytime look, we kept the highlight really soft and subtle, but for the evening look, we're obviously going to amp it up a little, and I'm going to do that by using the new NARS Dual Intensity blushes in the shade Craving. I'm going to be using this lighter shade over here to just really highlight the face. And the reason I'm using this product, it's similar to the black eyeshadow I used earlier where it can be used wet or dry. So we're going to apply it dry since we already have powder on our face and we don't want to ruin the makeup that we've already set. If we set our makeup with Fix Plus, it's just going to be very illuminated, so it'll have the effect of it being wet. Using the large powder brush from Sigma, this is the F20 brush, I'm going to run it all over my face just to blend together the contour, blush, and highlight. Doing this really ensures that everything is really well blended and there's no distinct lines on the face, like where the contour starts, where the blush starts, where the highlight starts. Running this brush lightly all across the face is just going to blend all those colors together. And of course, to refresh the look of our makeup and give us that dewy look, we're going to go ahead and just spritz the face with a little bit of Fix Plus. I still have on the nude lip color we used for the daytime look, so I'm going to go ahead and take that off. I'm going to be using MAC's Currant lip liner and Anastasia lip gloss in the shade Black Cherry to give myself that look. If you're having trouble blending out the lip liner, you can always add a little lip balm to help move it around a little more. And that completes our day to night look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching the transformation and my first ever makeup tutorial. There's plenty more to come, so make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on any of them, and I hope to see you guys soon.